Okay, so this is I'm just going to go over adding new groups here. I don't think I've done it in full. So basically, you've got the view. You go to Layer Manager, and here in the Layer Manager, you can see all the different types of layers: the root node, the environment, game objects, lights, etc. And audio gets a layer as well. Sometimes you may have to add it, which is just add layer, and we'll call it audio 2. Not that you'd ever do that because there's already audio layer there. You only need one, but that's it. You just type it in, and then that gives you locking or visibility. I'm going to remove this now, just by removing layer. But there. So unfortunately, at the moment, only one person can go in the level editor at once, and we can't have multiple disciplines in there at the same time, which is a real blocker occasionally, but that's the way it is as of now. But anyway, okay, so you've got your audio group here. I think I've mentioned the root group, the root node, in a previous tutorial, but just to go over it again very briefly. The root is the root of all, but in here you also have a very easy and quick sort of sound assignment here. So you can basically put a 2D default ambient over the whole level. It goes everywhere. Default 3D ambient, you just obviously paste the path from Fmod, or I think here you've got a drop down menu, so you can actually choose it here. If you paste it in, don't forget to erase the event name at the beginning of it. That doesn't pick it up in the file path. You've also got default music, which will just play it over the whole level, and you've also got a reverb preset. Obviously currently the snapshots don't work at the moment, but these are being fixed. Anyway, back to the point of the audio layer. You select it. There's some already in here, so you get a little drop down as soon as you've added something. So you can define it as how you wish, but in this one it's got sound props and music areas. You could do ambient areas in here also. In fact, we'll add that as well. We'll add a group. Right click. And here it comes. There it is. Actually, a bit of that. No, and then rename group. There we are. What I do sometimes in the sound props, a lot of the time I'll add a group and just call it water, and put all my rivers and lakes and waterfalls and everything. I'll also add another group. This is only personal preference, you do it any way you like, and call it fire, and put all my torches, campfires, fires, lava, or whatever in these things. So basically it keeps it kind of neat. You've got it all. I think I put my ambient under the music. We can lift it over into the fire. That's not the right place either. Let's put it there. That's great. So there you go. All in the sound props. So yeah, you've got to right click. It doesn't give you a. You can't. However many times you click it, it doesn't give you the option just to rename. You have to right click to rename. Then once we do this, you can say if we want to add a new sound, which I think I've covered in another tutorial. We go to View. And then we go down to, where are they? Game Object Browsers. This is all the game objects. So look at this. We've got a whole load of stuff here that's relevant to the game. There's only a few that are relevant to the sound guys, which are it's a music area, the ambient area, and a sound object. Okay, the sound object now. You get the test object or the actual sound object. I've never used the test object, so I don't know what that is. But we'll keep it on sound objects for now. We just add, and as soon as you see that, it goes underwater. There we are, sound object 3D active. And here over on the right, we can. It's always set to waterfall big as default. Not entirely sure why, but you would then replace that with your sound. To focus on that sound, because obviously we can't see it at the moment. It's just appeared, but we don't know. These tools up here, you've got the 3D tools: rotate, scale, and translate. Yeah, that's it. So I normally click on this, select one of these, and then you press F on the keyboard to focus on the actual sound that's selected on the left hand side. So there we go. We can see it now. We can pull it back into the scene. Trying to resize the window so we can see it, and there you go. So I'm a bit struggling here, but there we are. That's the sound object there. So we can place that where we'd like. Say if it was a torch, we could cue it up with this torch, focus right in on there, so give it level with the torch there. then you'd obviously select torch sound, which would be, let's see, there's some torches somewhere. They're in there somewhere, you know where they are, you'd find them. So that's a quick recap on basically how to make your groups and how to assign them on the side. I won't go into any other detail here because I do appreciate I've waffled quite a bit already. But yeah, and there'll be other tutorials anyway. So yeah, thanks very much and cheers. Ta.